and hope you're well and welcome to today's video. So I thought I'd share with you the products I've got the most out of, products I've used for years, products I'll never change, products that I've had for years and that I continue to repurchase. So let's start off with my favorite bit of makeup, which is foundation. My most used foundation is the BAREPRO. This is my second bottle. This is one of the only foundations I've actually finished up within the time frame. So, you know, each foundation lasts for about 12 months, a year. So I don't use it so often that I'd finish it within the year, but I finished this exactly a year later, which meant I used it every day and I'm still using it. I love it. It's something I've reached for every day. It's just the most, for me, it is the best foundation ever. And I could throw away all of my foundations because this is the one I know I'm going to gravitate towards. Next up is concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. This is the only concealer I have used for the past 3 years. I have not changed it. This is my second tube. And again, I have never finished a concealer in all of my life, but I've finished this and I will never stray from it. There is nothing I even want to try. I have actually tried the Benefit Boing concealer when I got my eyebrows done, but I didn't like it. It creased. It creased. This never ever creases under me. It looks amazing. It's smooth under my eyes. It works as an eye base. And it's just, you can also use it on like your face. If I'm having like a spotty day, I can add it and it covers really well. It's just the best thing ever. And me, when I find something that works, I stick with it and I don't really like to change. So that is one of the best for me. Then I've got a tinted moisturizer. This is the bareMinerals Complexion Rescue. Again, I have finished bottles and bottles of this. This is my go-to for the gym. I continue to repurchase this over and over. I always have one in my makeup bag because it is just brilliant. It is really good. If you don't want to go barefaced to the gym, this, you won't look like you've got anything on, but you'll feel confident because it gives you a bit of a glow and a bit of coverage, and it's just the most used tinted moisturizer I have. Love that. Next up, I've got an under eye powder. This is the Secret Brightening Powder by Laura Mercier. I have had this for, I'm not joking, 7 years and I've still got loads left and I use it every day. It's the only powder I use to set under my eyes. You know, face powders you change up here and there and you try different things. This, I never change it because it's super light. It just smooths my under eye and gives it a little bit of brightness. I wouldn't change it. And when I finish it, I'll repurchase it again. But you know, for a powder, under eye powder, I've not strayed for years. Love this. Then bronzer, of course, my most used is Hourglass Ambient Lighting. I've literally hardly got anything left in there, as you can see. But this is my most used bronzing powder. I've never ever used a bronzing powder to its end. Never. I mean, who does? But this, it just, you know, with any other bronzer, I get this sort of like mark, like this sort of like, it doesn't blend. I get like a brush mark, or, you know, it doesn't matter how I've set my foundation, but this just works. It blends beautifully. It's light. It never leaves big bronzer marks. It's just the most beautiful bronzer ever. And I don't need to change it. Next, I've got a blush. This is Dallas by Benefit. I can't even tell you, I think I've had this for like 15 years. I mean, it's pretty sickening, isn't it? I've not finished it, but I've probably gotten quite low on it. Again, this is something I use every day. It's without fail. It's just the perfect blush. I could throw away all my blushes. This is just, especially in a day where you don't want to put too much on, this is just great. Yeah, had it for centuries and love it still. Speaking of blushes, I have got another blush which you will know. It's the bareMinerals, and this is the Absolute Indulgence. This is a limited edition, so I really don't know if you can get this, but every winter time, this is what I use. It just gives a lovely, fresh pop of colour to the cheeks, and it's just the most natural, beautiful blush. It's not too peachy, it's not too pinky, it's not cold, it's not warm, it's just in the middle, and it just makes you look really healthy. And I use this, I use this continuously, and I've had this for about 3 years now, and I love it. Then highlighter is Delilah. This is, I don't know if you've heard of this, it's a paraben-free English beauty company called Delilah, and I got this again 3 years ago. This is called Pure Light, and as you can see, I've hit pan. And you know, for me to hit pan on a highlighter like is insane. Like, I'm not a huge highlighter person, but I love this because it's very, very subtle and very natural, and I could throw away all my other highlighters and just have this. I would, it doesn't, I've still got loads of, you know, it's MAC Soft and Gentle and all of that, but I still reach for this. Always gets my usage. Next up, eyeshadow, Decay Ultimate Naked Basics. I have got such excellent use out of this. You will know, if you watch any of my makeup tutorials, this is the palette that I'm using. I still use it, I've used it today. It's just, I could literally just, I don't need to buy another eyeshadow palette. This for me is it. I don't need any other eyeshadow palette except my bareMinerals one, you know, the Gen Nude Copper one. But I've got such excellent use out of this. And I remember buying it thinking, oh, I'm not going to use that because it's all matte shadows. And I have used it ever since. And again, I got this about 5 years ago. I'm still to this day using it every frigging day. Love it. Then I've got 2 eyeliners, which I've got the most use out of. And it's my Estee Lauder Doublewear Coffee and Estee Lauder Doublewear Burgundy Suede. These for me are the only eye pencils. I love these. The only shades I ever wear is a purple or a brown. And it's going to be this, and it's going to be this. And then I'm sort of, I'm wearing this one today. I will sort of dust it with a bit of shadow. But I've bought numerous pencils, but I will always reach for these. Always. And I'll repurchase them because, I mean, I've never finished pencils, but these, I mean, this is just like a stump. But I know I'm tempted to try different ones, but I just love these. They just work. They don't have the pull that some eye pencils have. They've got such good pigment. They never smudge. They stay put and they give that bold colour that I want. And why change it? Do you know what I mean? Then the last 2 things, lipstick. My most used lipstick has to be MAC Honeylove. Like, this for me, I'm wearing it today. I've got about 10 MAC lipsticks, but again, this is the one that I use the most. It's just an easy everyday lipstick. It's the one and it's really old. I mean, it still smells nice of vanilla, but it's freaking old to the point where, you know, it's gotten all chalky and gross. I know, I should really repurchase it. But I'm like thinking to myself, shall I branch out? But no, this is the one, if I want to feel fail safe, my go-to, this is it. It's just brilliant, and I just feel at home when I wear it. And then I've got a lip pencil. This is the NYX Nude Suede shoes. I've got that again on today. Again, it's such an easy pencil. It's easy to use. It's like an old shoe, you know? You just put it in your hand, you're like, oh, I know you. And yeah, it's easy, but I'm telling you, it's different. Like when you use other pencils, you're like, why can't I line my lips properly? This just lines lips without it looking too much. You can overline the bejesus out of your lips and it will never look too much because this is just such a freaking good colour. I love the formula. It doesn't stray, it doesn't smudge, and for a drugstore, it's incredible. And it's just I haven't found a nude that is as good as this, so love that. And then last but not least is a pair of eyelash curlers. I use these every single day without fail. I love to curl my lashes because I just feel it just gives a lift. I can't put mascara on without curling my lashes, so this is an absolute must. And the ones I've got, which ones are these? I think these are the Syrah ones or the Shiseido ones. I don't know. Yeah, love that. So that's it really. Those are the products I've got the most use out of, and I'm really pleased with myself, because it's someone who used to buy a lot of makeup. Now I've pared it down, and I just like to use what makes me feel good, what makes me feel comfortable, and I really get a kick out of using things to the end and then repurchasing another one, rather than continuously buying this, that and the other and you don't use it. Do you know how many things I bought that just kind of sit there? Because you just go back to the same 5 things that you kind of gravitate towards, isn't it? Unless you might be, you know, stepping out and changing it up a bit, but, you know, hardly. Do you know what I mean? So, yes, there you have it. I thought that'd be a good one to share. I hope you're well, and I'll chat to you soon. Bye.